bird noises, nature. Christensen has a 20-foot putt, not outside anything he's ever done before. Let's pause to adjust the title to his mood thing. And it's adjusted. Live. The news. Oh my gosh, it's Friday. Everybody. Turn up your sound. Turn off the music. You may have high expectations for this episode of the news, and let me assure you, as America's most trustworthy news anchor, that we will not be reaching or meeting those expectations today. It's the Friday morning you never asked for, and we completely over-delivered on. The news. I have an audience today. The news. It's so cold out. I ran through a stiff wind to get here, as I call it, a wind. We have a 9:30 a.m. start today. It was we were running behind. John found his Greek book. John's studying Greek. John's off his undergrad thing. He's going back to rejoin his fellow freshmen. The University of Dallas. How are you all today? We read the news every Friday. I read whatever's on my LinkedIn wall. You know the drill. The drill. I literally bring up my LinkedIn feed and I read it. I usually have a guest on. But we've been having trouble coordinating that lately. We're going to get it down. We'll get it down. Hey, you're away from the holidays. You had to, you traveled somewhere, you had relatives in, and it was your vacation. Well, you now have to take a vacation from your vacation. So your job, you have realized many, many years ago, or perhaps just for the first time this year, that your job is your vacation. The story of Ferdinand is the bull is prominently featured over my left shoulder. You can go read it if you want. That'd be a better format. Hey, let's read some news. That's all there is to do. I'm live from under some craggy oak. I had to update the caption. Mainly because if I didn't, it would make it sound like we were in some craggy oak on one of the crags. All right. I've got the Form W-9 up for Aqueducts Consulting. That's what people need at the first part of the year. Do you have your Form W-9s in? The news is an elaborate scheme to get you to remember your Form W-9. I am an IRS government agent, a plant even. You know how it goes. We are not clicking on any of the awful clickbait that they've put out here. But I will say that I was part of the Verizon outage. Was anybody remember? You lose your moral authority when your voice breaks. I was part of the Verizon outage, and I thought I was pretty certain that my phone account was getting hacked. You don't want to listen to that. You just want the news in all of its glory. So let's have it. Every week, the algorithm, as I call it, it suggests to me. Oh, Anya says hello from California. Hi, Anya Good morning. Anya missed it last week because California's 2 hours, earlier. So it's a good 7:36 a.m. If you're California time, you gotta grab a cup of Joe and put honey in it. Not sugar, I say honey. Mainly because I want to stir up controversy. I need actually caffeine. I'm gonna text my erstwhile 18-year-old. What's the good of having children if they can't be your human slaves, John? Coffee. So if you need coffee badly, you have to write out about 7 E's. Coffee. Coffee from the kitchen. See if John gets the message. Oh, he's heard the buzz. Now he's checking his phone. All right, let's read. You guys didn't realize you were going to read about real estate developments this morning, but here we are. Nick Clark every week, as I mentioned, we have an algorithm award winner. It's the person whom the algorithm thinks that is the most important. 34 minutes ago, Nick Clark posted this, and he has made, as a reward, the international news. He wanted some attention. I don't know if he wanted this much attention. Nick Clark, who's building families-only private clubs. If you live in the Frisco area, I don't forget actually where he's putting in his new private club. He's innovated. His new roster family clubs was named a finalist for the 2026 D, as in Dallas, the big D, CEO and Dallas Innovates Innovation Awards for our work with stone throw in the real estate and hospitality sector. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Frowny face, Ross Perot Jr. and Hillwood grabbed the trophy with their continued work. I'm going to look at his profile. Continued work in innovations at Alliance DFW. They've now built over 450,000 square feet of space for the film and TV production community in DFW. Not a bad dude to lose to, but maybe once we've actually built this first club, we can bring home the trophy next year. That's sprinkling, I think, in marketing terms. Congrats to Stone Throw member Alex Treese for winning in his category for innovations in fintech with Stablecore. Keep building and happy Friday. And then this is hashtag Dawson looks handsome. I think that'll bring up a lot of Dawson Creek, maybe. Were you alive when there was Dawson Creek? Let's just check out Nick Clark. Nick Clark is actually, he has one of the most prominent founder hairs we've seen in the market. Founder hair is longer hair with like the hair visible in the back. When I grew up, that was just hair. But it is now called founder hair. Way to go, founder Nick. I knew Nick back when he was just a non-founder. He was a 30 under 30 triathlete doing commercial real estate leasing. Look where he's gone. He was acquired by WeWork. He founded Common Desk. What a guy, building families-only private clubs. He actually started private clubs with like children first, rather than just like mom or dad being the good old boy, good old girl club. Way to go, Nick. I like the prominent placement of kiddos. There's this post. And he just said a week ago that he had to found roster family clubs to help run his club as like a management group. That's his new thing. I knew him back here. SMU Cox School of Business. He's just laying down tracks, ladies and gentlemen. You may not have taken home the Innovation Award. Which Innovation Award was it? At Dallas Innovates. Is that a thing? Yeah, look at that. And D Magazine. D, what is it? D Magazine? DCEO, sorry. There's a bunch of like D brands. DCEO, is that a thing? Can I at that? Nobody knows how. I don't know. DCEO award, Innovation Award. But you have one, this week's Algorithm Award. A semi-prestigious award for making the top spot in the international news. Congrats, sir. There you go. Nick Clark. Nick Clark, everybody. John is delivering the actual coffee as we speak. He's going to mix it with even more caffeine for a triple boost. What's better than Nick Clark winning the Algo Award? Well, first of all, we had to go to our chat to see what happened here, see what people are saying. Anya from California, she says, let me see here what she says. Anya from California says, I heard yesterday that LinkedIn used to have 19 algorithms, but they are replaced by 360 Brew, which I guess is an AI thing. Not an algorithm, but who knows? That could be wrong. I think you can still give the classic Joe's Algorithm Award. I think so too. Only because we have no moderators. You are the moderators here. It's your show, after all. Giving it back to the people. Hey, Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program promoted. It says promoted right there. Extend your access to personalized 1:1, 1:1, 1-on-1. Thanks, Jono. Could you give me a spot of honey, love? Did anybody put honey in your coffee? Hey, John. I can't hear. Extend your access to personalized one-on-one guidance to accelerate business growth and maximize your partnership with Microsoft. Renew your benefits now. I might have just yelled into the microphone. Nico says, Anya Ciecierski, yes, 360 Brew Award just doesn't have that same zing to it. You renew your benefits now. Maintain access to discounted licenses, Azure credits, and consulting before your package expires. I can attest to this. We are actually part of this, and we actually benefit from it. Ding! Nalinde is no stranger to the imperative, just like Microsoft's AI program. I just built an advanced tutorial on how to use Claude Agent SDK. I'm giving it away at no cost to first 1,000 developers. You'll learn the following: anticipating a list. Project setup, installing the CLI and initializing the environment. Has anybody else tuned out? This is definitely developer angled in. Our viewership has just peaked 6 viewers. It's the largest audience or gaggle that we've ever had. Welcome, viewers. No, it just dropped off. There's probably somebody signing in 2 places, my phone and my other phone. Automation using query parenthesis open and close to manage the agent loop instead of manual coding. Coffee has a good froth this morning, by the way. John did well. I like it. After the coffee, I like a good orbit. JSON, MCP, go get it. What does he say? Comment code and you'll receive the invite link. Zane Khan, This is the difference between playing with agents and shipping them. Rob Olivier says, oh, look at this. Microsoft says, dear valued partner, please provide your value to our bank account now. Take that, Microsoft. Robert has been in the market forever. Who's better than Robert? Robert Olivier. Nalinde, every time I see him post, it's all about comment here, and then I'll add you. You do something for me, and then I'll give you my build a code review agent with Claude Agent SDK. Start learning today. Has like 1 billion followers. Have you seen this? He has 143,000 followers. Oh my gosh. I must use engineering tools in 2 short weekly emails. Go get it. I respect the game, yo. Hey, Dynamic Communities says has an expert spotlight. She is an expert. I've worked with Kelly. Who's better than Kelly Gustafson? No one. No one. I submit to you. I have to hide chat for a second so I can read I can need the ruse. We're excited to spotlight Kelly Gustafson, a Community Summit legend, Microsoft MVP, and Microsoft certified trainer. That's saying something. I don't see usually these guys together, but look at all 3 together. What a legend. With a strong track record of leading people, processes, and systems across the Microsoft AI business solutions ecosystem. Kelly brings, whenever somebody reads your bio, you're usually like in cringe mode. Like, I don't want to hear about me. There's a good something in golf. I think that when they tee off on the tee box, like in golf, they announce all your accolades. And I think a good trick is for somebody to go in, and the other golfer goes in and switches the read thing, the list of things that are read. And sometimes they do it so that it goes on and on and on, and then it just like the other golfer whose accolades are being read like rolls their eyes. Kelly's a down-to-earth person. She gets it. I think she'd have the same thing here. Kelly brings deep expertise in F&O or FNSEM with hands-on experience spanning supply chain operations, asset management, with a degree in organizational leadership. Kelly blends University of Louisville. Oh, that's cool. Educator, advocate, trusted leader, continued leadership. Check out her insights. Where are these? Where are these insights? What I didn't see is hashtag Dawson is handsome. That occurred earlier in the show. Just to say it out loud. Just traditional coffee today, plus it's spiked with mud water. Mud water for those who want a good river silt in their morning coffee. Where's Murray Fife? I've heard neither hide nor hair from him. He's lurking somewhere. Let me see if I can summon him. I'm throwing you under the bus right now. Live. Let's see what he does. He's going to respond from the Shire. Well, Kelly hates me for parking this the news on her profile picture. Nobody likes this. Kelly is the best, assures Justin Carter. Dylan Kerr says Kelly brings the calm to every storm. She's our type of people, and we are grateful to be able to work with her! Exclamation point. Belinda Allen says, bravo. In Italian, that's brava. One of the best there is, a true legend and leader. I love all of this. Growing, pulsating heart emoji. How do you get growing, pulsating heart emoji on? I liked just mentioning no bus involved. No buses. I think if I was in the bus business, I would pronounce it bussiness. You're welcome. And on to the next news. Hey, Balur Samdanchalu. Oh, I'm going to mispronounce it. If I mispronounce your name, you have a right, actually, a human right to come onto the news and set the record straight. Anya's done it before. And then just recently, we had Anya's person with action. It was spelled Exion, and that's how I pronounced it. And then I was corrected last week, and it was pronounced action. Correction. We have to issue a news correction. Pam M says, thank you for being you, Kelly G. John Seifert, the CEO at Dynamic Communities. Thanks for all you do, Kelly. Ka-ching. Did we like this yet? This post so far has been overwhelmingly pro Kelly. We aim to change all that. What can we say further to that? Like a good zinger. To drive the eyeballs. Wait, what is this post about? It's just celebrating Spotlight Kelly. Ding. We are even pro Kelly. And also, this made the international news. I want to remind everybody that we are the international news because some guy from the UK was on this show once. And the last time I checked, the UK was international. It means between or around and about nations. Between, among, beyond, about. What financial goal? Your financial goals are our main focus, says Regions Wealth Management. Ah, look at this guy looking wistfully out at the water. He's got the wraparound porch thing going. I honestly think you don't need anything in life more as much as a wraparound porch. There's a lot of concentration there. But it's a promoted ad. We just have to move along. Who sits there for promoted ad thingies? Nobody. Nobody. I submit to you. Elif Edom says MCT, MVP. Oh, she's MCT as well. Fancy. Because she's a trainer. Train the trainer sounds great until your core team is at 50% capacity. Rob Olivier over chat. We got to bring the chat in. Mainly because the folks at home are writing in. Is that like the spotlight dance at the clubs? Nobody knows the clubs like I do. I'm like a club denizen. Maybe not. Your implementation partner offers train the trainer as standard. Your core team will learn the system, then train everyone else. Budget saved, problem solved. Except your core team members are still doing half their regular job while attending design sessions, writing documentation, and testing the system. When exactly are they supposed to build training materials and deliver training to 200 end users across 4 locations? Exactly. That's the problem. That's the problem we're talking about here. Elif Edom trains F&O users after partners leave. She bridges this gap. She explained when train the trainer actually works and when it's wishful thinking. Train the trainer works when : this is a thumbs up emoji. You have 100% dedicated project resources pulled completely off their day jobs. They attend every design session, test thoroughly, and have time to create training content and deliver it. Plus, they're actually good at training, which is a completely different skill. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, man, did you see this? I think Murray Fife found a way to reset the news and then get to the top spot. I clicked some button like right in the middle of the screen, and then it blew out my thing on that I was reading on what do you call it? Train the Trainer. Rory, I don't know if I would stand for that. I'm going to duplicate this tab and see if we can. Oh my gosh, Anya now took over with Dexpro Dynamics. Ladies and gentlemen, we've never seen this before, but this is a duel to the death, evidently. Someone has learned pronounced code that's trying to take over the algorithm award, wrest it from the hands of hashtag Nick Clark, hashtag Dawson is handsome. Anya, that's some deft maneuvering. I knew that Murray Fife was tinkering with code, but I didn't know, Anya, you were deft enough to tinker away. But that was a good swipe. Vibe coding on the Microsoft Power Platform is my next secret weapon. Hashtag LinkedIn. Have you seen Murray's stuff on MCP? It's pretty cool. Ding, 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 ding. He's back at Microsoft. So he's back in the Death Star, the Life Star, the in-between star. Oh my gosh. Well, we've peaked at 7 people watching. 7 simultaneous people existing simultaneously. In the world. Oh, wow. That's weird. So I don't even know how to get back. I guess we're going to do me, a Toor, ISSA master trainer, nutritionist, exercise. Sorry, Rory and Aleph, you were swiped by the algo. Mia Toor, Amina. This is my pal. Mia got me off the Jeffrey D. Maria says, I'm here because of it. Laugh out loud. Who doesn't like Jeffrey D. Maria? Every time I go to these fancy conferences and trade shows, Jeffrey's there. He's building a huge brand. He's after it. But he is here because of it. High five to JD. Jeffrey D. Maria. Mia, recovering corrective exercise specialist, health coach, performance enhancement coach, tactical conditioning specialist, 500-hour master yoga instructor. Go get it, man. Proficiency in muscle repair. So she's doing self-disrespect and never trying to become the best version of you. Everybody go follow Mia. And if you're in the Texas area, go get off the bench. Mainly because I have to actually pause for a second. Hold on 1 second. Wait, I gotta pause. I have to do a close-up to my audience of 7 people. Listen, everybody. I know that we're in the Microsoft space doing stuff, if you're in the Microsoft space, all day long with your tasks, but you can't do forever the Body Diet by Dynamics plan. Exercise is not a standing desk that goes up and down. The table moves, but you don't. You have to go exercise. The world is counting on you. It's not exercise if you're moving your mouse around a whole lot. This concludes the close-up. We have to award the something. I think it's the Who's a Good Boy, Who's a Good Girl award, and I think it probably goes to Murray for stealing the algorithm. This award is a prestigious award that involves being rewarded, not unlike a dog would be rewarded for one's action. Anya says, good job, Murray. Our algo takeover worked. Evil laugh. I think we need a Who's a Good Boy and Girl award for Murray and Anya. Who's a good boy? Who's a good girl? And mainly because they took over here. Where's the here? Anya, they found a way to co-opt the old algo, also known as the Brew 360. Is the 360 brew real? Is that note real, Anya? That's really interesting. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Unsurprising. Well, what else is left? I guess we could read Marc DiGiorgio's post. Marc D said, I was a technology partner to service-driven companies. My first Substack post is up. Let's see how this LinkedIn post does with impressions. Link in the comments. Well, I need to actually, let's mess with his Substack algorithm. We have to go to it and then comment bomb it. I don't know. I don't know who I am. This is my email address from the, from the late 1900s. We'll see if I'm in here. I don't want to do that. Anyway, sales health check. That's with Marc D. You're entering the start of the new year. You have a new target to hit. Here are the cogs in the machine I'd be looking at in order to put a plan together. How many deals? How many opportunities do I need to get to a one opportunity? Where am I getting my good opportunities from? I think Marc was saying that he could go to more long form comment or long form commentary. Oh man, to get the word out. Getting ready to hit the slopes, snowboarding today. That's what Jeffrey D. Maria is doing. Wait, what? Yeah, go away. Yeah, so he's going to go skiing, or more appropriately snowboarding. And we have to remember that Anya says, "Good job, Murray," and then she has an evil laugh at the end. It's quality over quantity. Everybody go subscribe. I'm going to go type my email in, and my actual Aqueducts email, not my late 1900s email. I'm from the 1900s. 5 points to Gryffindor for sheer dumb luck on the algorithm. The House of Gryffindor got points. Go read Marc D's stuff, especially on anybody looking to have a recurring revenue model. Nobody like him. Everybody go follow Marc D. And then blow up that algo for his Substack. Chairman and CEO at Lenovo. Oh, I'm not going to pronounce that. I forget about the Q goes in Chinese. So I want to say, I know that Qingdao, is like a Q is like a CH. Yang. The future of wearable tech is full of potential. Hey, if the CEO of Lenovo wants to come on the news and set the record straight on his name, he's invited. I'm going to put that note here. The future of wearable tech is full of potential. I was happy to speak with Cristiano Amon, CEO of Qualcomm, about new innovations that integrate both fashion and functionality on stage at Lenovo Tech World. I don't like the promoted ones. I don't put press the old like-a-roo on there. Kim Manis with Corporate Vice President of Product Microsoft. I think it says Microsoft. That's Kim. SQL Atlanta 26. New York City. She knows Matthias, or Matthias knows her. Kim is the Corporate Vice President of Product Management for the Microsoft Fabric platform. Nico, it's Fabric. What's better than Fabric on a Friday morning? Nothing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man, coffee's good today. That's a full thought. There's nothing following. Chat with your data. So she says, oh, what is it? Fabric. New York City. I went to the New York City Fabric or Microsoft place once and talked about Databricks and like the whole footprint. I was at a client site, and let's stop sharing for a second. I was at the client site, and the client like had no people there, and then hired somebody, and the new hired people. Let me just say this in the most charitable way possible. The new hired people were stuck like in like 15 years lagging like where the market was on cloud, and they were insisting on like an old build format, and they were also insisting that the new format that I was proposing on cloud was not right. So it was early enough in cloud, this was 2017, that the new data platform, it wasn't like, all determined like the way it is now. Not that it's determined now, it's changing every second. But we had to do an escalation over to the Times Square Microsoft Office, the Microsoft Office. And when we got there, I was like younger in my career. I was only 4 years into owning my company. And I had never, ever had anybody drag me into the Microsoft office in Times Square. This is story time, by the way. Coffee. And I never had that happen. And I felt like, that somebody, it's your moment, right? This is your moment where you're called out. Because I had done my research. And I had heard, I had attended all the Microsoft stuff, and I had done the research, et cetera. But I was called, this is a call out moment. When in anybody's lifetime do you get dragged in front of the purveyor of the information, the designer of the system, and then you have to, give some form of reckoning for it? And so I get dragged into the office. We put everything up on the board. And I don't even know that the client representative, the new people, saw it, because they probably didn't. But the entire pattern that I had put in at their company was just like right on. It was not only right on, it was like particularly sized to them. And I like that could have gone the wrong way, right? Microsoft could have said, no, you joker, like, what do you know? And so 2017, New York City, I'm in like a sport coat and my beliefs. So, like, I feel like thin against the elements. And then this happens, and like called out like crazy, and right there in the Times Square office. I'm saying this because Kim's in New York City. She's probably in that around that office. Kim Manis is what we were just putting up on screen. So I didn't know. Oh yeah, Murray. Hey, Murray finally woke up. Murray, were you? Did you have your what is it, like your pants rolled up, waiting in the stream? Murray has the best stream in America, literally right behind his house. He lives in the Shire. Anyway, so yes, Murray, you missed everything. We trash talked like crazy. We accused you of LinkedIn algorithm fraud, which we all know now to be Brew 360. You missed good Anya's evil laugh. Well, anyway, I'm in this Times Square office, and I was redeemed, I say. I was, what do you say, vindicated. And then we go back, and like they probably just reported back to the boss that, that I was wrong or something. That was a really hard engagement, because it was so dang political. There was no what do you say? There was no stability in the client. And by that, I don't mean to be critical, like, because there can be no stability. There can be a good somehow above me. There's these answers I'm looking for. There can be disagreement, but there's got to be stability. Everybody has to be in a united front. Eventually, like, you have to pick a direction and go in that direction. And it was a hard one, man. That was a hard one. But the Times Square meeting was great. I think I sort of as a person in the market, that was the moment where I was like, okay, I got this. I didn't know beforehand. You can pass certification tests. You can get paid by customers, and you don't know, no, until you face the fire. But we have to switch over to the chat, which has been boiling over. It's on a hard boil right now. What the heck? Did I miss some trash talking? Anya says Murray's acting like he's all innocent, as if he hasn't been up coding all night to take over the world and the algo. Murray says, I have waded the river. That was a Liam Neeson, I'll come and get you voice. I can't help it if my content is top notch. Smiley face and emoji. I'm going to review the recording with bated breath. Well, I think that we should do that. I think we should end on Kim Manis's. We'll share it one more time. Give proper props to Kim, because we haven't even read her. I sat back for Old Man River story time. When I went to Old Man River, that's when the river whispered to Murray to get out of the river and come in and do the news. Chat with your data on the go in the Power BI mobile apps. This new capability brings the power of AI-driven insights directly to your pocket. It's designed for anyone who needs quick answers for their Power BI data, making data interaction more intuitive and efficient than ever before. No more hunting through reports, semicolon. Just ask Copilot what you need. We know it's the news is wrapping up because the mandolin just arrived. Bring. Here's a peek at what you can do. Chat with your data. Simply ask questions in natural language and get immediate relevant insights. Discover hidden trends. Uncover patterns and outliers that might be missed in traditional report viewing. Boost productivity, rocket emoji. Get fast answers without navigating complex dashboards, freeing up time for critical decisions. This is a game changer for accessing your data anytime, anywhere. It truly delivers on our vision for a unified AI-ready analytics experience. Experience in French means experiment. I just know that because I used to take French for reading. You're welcome. Nothing to do with anything. Pinky and the Brain are my role models. That's so good. Man, we haven't had a Pinky and the Brain reference in, well, ever. Oh, what is this? What's that thing? It's like, what are we doing today? What are we doing today, Pinky? Or something like that. It's like, what are we doing today? Trying to take over the world. This is a game changer for accessing your data anytime, anywhere. It truly delivers on our vision for a unified AI-ready analytics experience, making sophisticated insights accessible to everyone, from analysts to busy executives. Look at all the executives looking at their phone for rapid BI. Thank you, everybody, for joining. What a day. John, I think you have to play everybody away. We did all kinds of stuff. We saw Murray, Anya. Nick Clark won the award. We found out that hashtag Dawson is handsome. That's the first post. Murray and Anya stole the show, but not to be upstaged by our very own live music. Hold on, let me move the microphone. Have a great Friday, everybody.